Hey there, it's Walt,
Of course it's Anne.
and we were talking earlier today about our experience on Denali up in the Arctic. It was our third trip there, and for 5 days there was a cloud deck below 12,000 feet. And
I don't know that you would describe it as a cloud deck as opposed to this mass of fog where we couldn't see the person in front of us. We were traveling on rope because of crevasses, but we couldn't make out the person in front of us. And I don't remember who was navigating. We were navigating by GPS, and we were out in the middle of nowhere
day,
for
day,
days.
day after day after day, and we were spread out 40 or 50 feet apart, and it was that level of visibility, and it was like being in this cocoon. It was just being completely closed in, and it began to have this sense of being trapped in this.
Cocoon sounds too cozy. Okay?
No, it wasn't that.
It wasn't cozy. It
wasn't cozy at all.
It was like I wanted to get off the mountain. I was like, I was done with it. I couldn't see. I couldn't.
There was a sense of being. It was claustrophobic after a while, and then. After about 5 days, I remember the day well, we were just below the 11,000 foot camp, and all of a sudden, as if there was like this defined line, we popped out and it was crystal clear and it was incredibly beautiful. And we were talking about how that experience on Denali is not unlike the experience that so many of us are grappling with right now in this time of the pandemic. It feels as if we're like in this fog of time where everything is contourless. It's contourless time where everything just feels kind of closed in on ourselves.
Yeah, and I think the way I'm experiencing is I will lift my head up from my desk and I will think, oh my God, 3 months have passed.
Or seven.
or 7 months. Or, I don't know what day of the week it is. I have to constantly check my calendar, like, what day is it? Where am I? Where am I in the fog?
Yeah, and while we will break out of the fog, I mean, that will happen. Right now, I think it's really important for all of us to look for ways to create some contour in our days and in our weeks, to actually intentionally create that contour so that it's not so claustrophobic and trapped feeling. So, we've done some very little things to switch things up, like run our running routes on different days.
We drove up to the national park here in Ireland to do some trail running on a mountain called Contourless, just to drive 2 hours somewhere different, experience something different, because otherwise we're just going around and around and around and around in the same circle.
And so it may be something little like, driving to the grocery store along a different route. I enrolled in an online course that looked interesting, just to kind of expand my knowledge base, but also just to kind of break up the contours.
Yeah, it's like, what can you do? What have you not been doing that can create some contours? Have you been reaching out to friends? Have you been creating a call schedule? Have you been, or are you in that little cocoon? Like, what can you do to bust out and get out of your bad self and create some sense of normalcy and, like you said, contour to the time?
Yeah. So this is a challenging time. If you're feeling that kind of claustrophobia, you're not alone. I mean, we are seeing it in many of the clients that we serve. Even, high achieving, high performing folks they're feeling the fatigue of it. And we can intentionally switch things up as long as we're being mindful and intentional about it. So your challenge, your mission, if you choose to accept it,
Jim.
Is to, huh?
Because you have to say Jim, because it's Mission Impossible, Jim.
No, it's not. I don't think so. Was it Jim?
Yes, it was Jim.
So your mission
Not Jim.
is to look at your calendar for the days and the weeks ahead and actually intentionally schedule some stuff to mix it up. Make it a great rest of the day, great rest of the week. Bye for now, Jim.
Bye, guys.